So I've got the stems of the song Mountain, and I'm gonna go through them to show you how the song was built up into what it is, and its finished form. Stems, what they are is they're individual parts of the song. So say for instance you've got drums, you've got percussion, you've got bass, you've got an Indian drone organ called a tanpura. You've got the stem of the acoustic guitar, you've got a ukulele, which I kind of forgot was in there. You've got a banjo, which I do remember being in there. You've got a kind of a special effects synth track. You've got electric guitar, there's a guitar solo kind of at the end. You've got piano, there's a harmonica, kind of whoop whoop, and you've got a lead vocal, and then you got your BVs, your backing vocals. And so if I take you through them all individually, I'll tell you about them, how they were done, what I was kind of thinking, why I did them, and basically what I did, where I got the song to, and then when I visited and got the help from the maestro producer Ben Christophers, the bits that Ben did, and the backing vocals that are pretty special. Guy Garvey, the singer with Elbow, helped with the backing vocals, and this whole tune was mixed by a very talented mix engineer called Adrian Hall. So I'm going to play the whole tune so you can hear what it's like, and then I'll start picking it apart. Here we go. Okay, so I'd imagine you'll be familiar with the song. I hope you will. So yeah, let's pick it apart a bit. There was a chap I forgot to mention, which is well out of order, but an extremely talented drummer called Alex Reeves, who played the drums on this and did the percussion as well. So let me get it together to kind of where I had it before I got help from Guy, Ben and Alex. So let's get a bit of harmonica. Piano, electric guitar, and he's the
It's been years since I walked into a mountain.
Ukulele,
It's been years since I slept out in the cold.
So you kind of get a bit of question and answer between the ukulele and the piano, which just makes a sort of honk a bit.
One that got away, and the one that won't ever let you go.
Okay. And the acoustic guitar that was always there.
I'll be sure to let you know.
I really wanted the acoustic guitar to be like, Devil's Haircut by Beck. And he's such a brilliant guitar sound. It's kind of just an acoustic guitar, mic'd up, but with a bit of overdrive on it. So you get a honk like this. Okay.
It's been years since I.
Now there's the tempura Indian drone organ. You hear it coming through there?
It's been years since I received a red letter.
Your bass guitar.
It's been years since I saw a fork in the road.
Let's just get rid of the vocal. So that bass guitar's roots and fifths. So it's like the home chord, home note, and then a fifth above. And it's that really, classic country music thing, boom, chitty boom, boom, chitty boom. Really gives it kind of a country music thing. And then that just pedals on that guitar bit. So what I mean by pedaling is it just plays the one note over and over and over and over and over and over again. Pedaling, or a drone you could call it, plays this same note. I would say that the bass was pedaling. Now that's more a drone. The tempura's playing the drone. So over that guitar riff. So, and in doing that, it's kind of, I think visually loads when I'm doing music, and so this is like, it's a mountain. It's a massive mistake I'm about to make. I've made it before, so I know what I'm doing. I'm about to make it again, and here I am walking towards it, striding towards making a huge mistake. This is what the music means to me visually. Off I go. And there you got Al on the percussion. You get this like kind of it's like a great big kind of washboard thing with loads of little cymbals in it, really metallic, really cut through. I've not seen one before. Yeah, it's like a washboard. It's great. So there's Al on percussion, and if we can get involved with Reevesy here, you got the drums too. you kind of hear him breathing in there. But there's a lovely shuffle movement that he's got going on there. Real thud of a kick drum. It's great. And there's a shaker in there as well, that he's playing the drums at the same time as playing the shaker, which is it's cool because it sounds part of it. So that's Al. And then so I've got it all in. So we come to what do we got here? Aha. A banjo. I love banjo. It's such a weird, dark instrument that conjures up, I mean, you know, it's Deliverance. You know, the film Deliverance. It just gives it a kind of feel of like some of the most unpleasant things that go on in prisons, you know? That's what the banjo means to me. So I put the banjo over the same part as like the guitar solo. Let's see if we can find where the guitar solo is. Yeah, so the guitar solo is a real country banding thing. It's like a pedal steel guitar where you slide the strings up and down with a sort of metal tube. But to get a similar effect, you just bend them with your fingers. You play whole chords, but you bend notes up and you bend them down. You can feel that kind of up and down movement in the sound of the strings, and you really get this lovely sort of wave type rising and falling thing. It's a big country music thing, big blues thing, and it plays the notes in between, you know, where you can, when you bend things, it's, yeah, you get the notes in between, and I think the bits in between are the best bits, in between the notes, in between the intervals of the notes, but in the counterpoint to rhythm as well, the bits in between the rhythm, these are the bits that skip, you know. Anyway, here's the guitar solo and the really disgusting banjo. There we go. And then, so Reeves, who majestically helped me out on the drums, let's have a listen to see what band did here, because this is really, for me, it really makes the song, and it's called Special Effects here. But what it is Ben is he's a real expert on like vintage synths and various other instruments. You think there's a harp at the beginning of this that comes in beautifully, but the synths they give it kind of take it away from that just straight country thing, which is which is necessary. Um, I was absolutely fascinated and absolutely love a song by a guy called Rodriguez, um, and it's called Sugar Man, and it is basically kind of folk country like this, um, but it's got a lot of sort of synths and special effects, kind of, but come from synthesizers, so it gives it a modern kind of um, I don't know, kind of spacey, um, otherworldly feel, and I think the combination of like folk country music with psychedelic um, synthesizers and vintage keyboards and um, sound effects and filtering and bending and being all weird with this stuff. It's like, well, it's weird to me because I don't know really much about vintage synths and how to use them. And when I keep saying vintage, I mean, yeah, they're old, they're analog, they sound great. But Ben, he knows, and he's got loads of these instruments, but he knows them like he knows the back of his hand. But the parameters on these things are just, you know, they're endless. So, we say like, when you had one of these new synths, I mean, they'd be about the size of a wall of a studio, the first ones. But if you happened upon a sound that was really good, then you had to record it there and then on the spot, because the chances of, as soon as you twiddle a tiny little knob or something, it changes and you'll never really get that sound again. So it's to have knowledge of what these things do is crucial, and to know how they work. But because they're analog, they've got humanity, and this is it keeps the soulfulness, it keeps the kind of feel to it. I just think it's a brilliant combination, kind of psychedelic country music. I don't know if it's a genre, but it is a genre. There's loads of people, type it into whatever you listen to music on, man. Go down a psychedelic country music hole. Pretty good, man. Get cowboys involved with drugs. I think it's a good idea. So let's have a listen to see what Ben does. So you hear the sort of psychedelic stuff going on there. Let me put a bit of guitar in there so you can kind of hear in it's just brilliant. Where's the acoustic guitar? Here we go. So that acoustic guitar there, trying to give it sort of that New Orleans sort of syncopated country blues syncopation, kind of in the way that Randy Newman would play the piano. That's what I'm trying to do there. Okay, let's have that in all its glory. This synth effect, this magic, this madness that Ben's conjuring here, which just makes it. Check out the noises he's doing here. It's amazing what band's doing now. Let's hear it in sort of context with stuff. I think it's, where are we? Over the guitar solo, the end of the guitar solo, yeah. A bit of banjo in now. Let's have a listen. There's a nice percussion thing the band's got going on there. It's an organ breathing, but it's in time with the tempo. It's like a baby's heart beating in the womb there. And then, so that's a lot of the stuff that's going on to make up the whole atmosphere of the song. Now let's listen to see what Guy does with his backing vocals. The really low one is me, but hey, I'm getting better, but I'm just not very good at BVs. I'm not good, but I know that Guy's a kid with his big family. They used to sing all the time in the house, and he'd sing harmonies. And I've been in studios with Guy when he sings a line, then he'll sing a harmony line, then he'll sing another one above, then he'll sing another one above, and he'll stack up a load of vocal harmonies, one take every time, until it's built into this just amazing choral thing. There's something heavenly about just backing vocals, or just vocals on their own. It's a cappella. I think it goes a long way to explain why religion's so popular these days. Anyway, let's see what Guy does here. Beautiful. Wonderful. Okay, let's hear it with that. So that comes in on the first verse.
It's been years since I walked into a mountain. It's been years since I slept out in the cold.
So listen again.
It's been years since I walked into a mountain. It's been years since I slept out in the cold. It's been years since I walked into a mountain. It's been years since I slept out in the cold.
So with that part of the song, you got, I think you got two chords, yeah, and so you got the same note in each chord. So the low thing that I'm singing, I just stay on that. Oh, so that's what I'm doing. That's why I don't do BVs. But then you hear the sort of magic stuff the Guy's doing. He's really good at it, but he's got such an individual voice. It's kind of, I don't think with great singers, as soon as they open their mouth, it's them. that's the key to it. And so there's gold in them there hills. Yeah, could kind of listen to that all day, really. Them back and rolls. What's it want to go? Nice, huh? So that's kind of all of it. Let's have a listen to that with everything in, and then I'll bid you farewell. Have a good Sunday.